Hey, babe.
Yes.
Something has arrived in the mail today.
Yes.
I'll give you the honors. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're scaring me.
Yes, it's for you. Yes, it has arrived. Avatar, but not just regular Avatar. Oh no. We have the Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray, DVD, lenticular cover with 8 hours of bonus footage. Yes.
Now I know the truth. I thought she received that with such joy.
What is going on? Big Rob from Entertainment Talk Nation is back in the house. Look at that good looking motherfucker. Look at him. What is going on, brother? How are you, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, man. It's great to have you back on the channel.
Yes.
The old Phat Samurai Guy and Lady Fat Blood. And finally, wow, boom, 50 people here already. Wow. Thanks again, all of you, for chiming in and going to watch us talk about what we liked and what we didn't like about Avatar. Is it really that good? It's been a while since we've done one of these, but so it's great to, return to form. That's right, return to form with my brother from another mother, Rob, here, and this is a great example right here, what we're about to do, because this example shows that you could pretty much have strong disagreements between each other, but still be best buds at the end of the day.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at her and she looks like she's ready to kill somebody. Not me, though. Not me, I don't think. Just a guess.
She's not.
No?
She is not.
No.
That's it. You've been banished from the land, Rob. Well, we're here to have fun and talk movies. But first we get started here, man. Let's get the shout outs going. There's probably too many people to shout out, but I'll get at least the first couple here. Hold on. Holy crap. There's so many people. You guys are awesome. Thanks for showing up and watching and liking the video and all that good stuff. We got Lady Danish in the house, Adam Evans, Jake Hall, Jad in the house, Severio, Jedi Grande Val is here. Who else we got up in here? We got Childish Landino in the house. Let's get ready to rumble. Heather's in the house. DJ Anubis. Oh shit. The Assassin King. All the badasses are here. We got Chance in the house. And that's it. If I keep going, we're going to be here for forever. But thank you all for showing up. Had to get the first 20 shout outs out of the way here. All right, we're getting ready to talk about Avatar. 13 years ago, a trailer dropped. She's already in pain. She's hurting already. Rob, did you break her? Have you broken Lady Fat?
No, in fact, I feel very optimistic about how she feels about the movie this time around.
Okay.
I have a feeling she's concealing the fact that this time around that she might have enjoyed it just a little bit more.
Well, we're going to get into that. But 13 years ago, we got to set the scene. We got to talk about it. First of all, before we talk about our experience, all right, all you huge, Avatar is your favorite movie of all time. All right. All of you watching right now, and Avatar is your favorite movie of all time. This GIF is just for you. Great job. We love it. Good job. Glad you have found enjoyment. We are not here to take that away. All right. You get the Batman Forever thumbs up. As long as you guys enjoyed the movie, that's all that matters. Today, we are here to talk about our experience with the film. So 13 years ago, a trailer dropped, and we're huge James Cameron fans. We got the Aliens 27x40 poster hanging up, and we're just like, oh, Terminator 2 shelf over here. And we're just like, first I was kind of like looking at it. I was like, oh, okay, this looks kind of weird, a little different. And I showed it to her, and what was your reaction?
Is this a joke?
And I was like, what are you talking about?
This is a James Cameron film.
Yeah,
This looks like Pixar on steroids.
yeah. That was her reaction. So we weren't really too excited to see the movie until people close to us, people we trusted, people that together we pretty much like the same movies. Avatar came out, we did not see it right away, and people we trusted called me up, was like, yo, Samurai Guy. That's right, I was Samurai Guy 13 years ago too. Yo, Samurai Guy, yo, I'm not making this up. James Cameron is God. You will receive the James Cameron jizz and like it. I'm not making this up.
And it's blue.
And it's blue jizz, like the blue milk that Luke Skywalker drank in The Last Jedi. Right? That I'm not this, and this is some of the comments that we got from a lot of people we trusted. So we were like, oh well shit, well fuck, I guess it's really awesome. All the buzz, came out, and we were like, oh, all right. So we went to go see it in the theater, and it was a cool experience before the movie started. Because the movie theater we went to.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. My son's standing right next to me, and I'm trying to tell him.
Oh no,
hold
it's
on.
all good. It's all good. It's all
You
good.
might want to have him leave the room.
I know. Well,
No, it's okay. He can't hear you.
yeah, he's you.
For the best.
For the best.
For the best. That's good, because I'm expecting you to say a lot of glorifying things.
So look at that. So it was a cool movie going experience before the movie started, because with the theater that we were in, the guy was having fun playing music and this coming out of the speakers of all of James Cameron's films. So we were hearing Aliens, we were hearing Terminator, we were hearing all this stuff, and we were like, dude, this is awesome, this is cool. So we were getting kind of pumped up. And then as soon as the movie started, we put on our 3D glasses and we're watching the movie. I think around the 30-minute mark, I turned, and I'm not over exaggerating. I turned to her about 30 minutes in, and this is my reaction. Wow, this is different. I never experienced 3D like this before. You actually, at some points of the movie, you feel like you're in the movie. So for around the 30-minute mark, I was impressed. Unfortunately, by the 50-minute mark, it all died. Like, I got over it really quickly. And by the end of the movie, we both sat there, and I couldn't move. I was so confused of why everybody was enjoying so much of the James Cameron blue jizz. I was just so like sitting there like, did we miss something? And I was scared to look at her because she was not moving. She was not moving. And I slowly turned to her, and she was just like staring at the the screen, like just as puzzled as I was. Like, why are people, James Cameron is God? Like, it was such a bizarre experience. And then after we left the theater, we were just kind of disappointed with the movie overall because we got over it. Thought the movie was way too preachy. Okay. And the problem was, if you're going to make a CGI fest popcorn movie, it needs to be shorter. Okay. Or it needs to know its place. But don't try to preach to us. Don't do that. Stop that. Stop that. Don't do that. Because if you're going to make a movie based off the trials and tribulations of the tribe that it's based on, make the goddamn movie about the real tribe. Okay? If I was the tribe, I actually would be offended by Avatar. It's like, oh, so you're going to make a big CGI blue Smurfs in Pocahontas in space dancing with Fern Gully movie, but you're not going to make a movie about what really happened to us? Right? So fuck you, James Cameron. I'm just saying, if that was me, I would have been like, what the fuck is this? So then, after our disappointment and confusion, buzz started to get bigger. Bigger to the point that this fucking movie got nominated not just for visual special effects. I guess for its time, we would understand a cleaning house for visual special effects. But this movie, the Blue Smurfs film, all right, Smurf Gully, got nominated for Best Picture, guys. Best Picture. And we were like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? And we're like so confused by all, and then it just got worse. It just got worse over the years. Everybody just going Avatar insanity, going Avatar crazy, to the point where people didn't want to live anymore. People did not want to live because they want to be on Pandora. And Pandora is such a beautiful place, even though it's got fucking...
I remember that. I remember that craziness. You know what? It's going to be worse this time around. You know why? Because people actually don't want to live now. Like people actually want to go like into the metaverse and all that. So you think it was bad all that time ago? Wait till this time when this movie comes out.
And we're like, what the fuck is happening? Like people are like, I want to go to Pandora, and Pandora doesn't exist like this. There's real places in this world that look ridiculously beautiful, but it's got dangerous animals there, just like fucking Pandora. So go to Pandora and get killed in 5 minutes, for all I care. But I was just like, what is happening? Why is this like everybody going insane, literally insane for Avatar? And then it just got worse and worse to the point where, now Avatar's the highest grossing film in the history of cinema, guys. I don't know if anyone's really like taking this in, like thinking about it. You look Taxi Driver, Raging Bull. Look at all the classic movies we've had in the past. All right. Avatar is the highest grossing, most successful film in the history of cinema. And we're like, what the fuck is happening? What is happening around here? Are we going insane? Are we the only ones insane? Of course, Avengers Endgame kind of topped Avatar, which gave us a smile for the day, until they re-released Avatar again 5 billion years later, and then that topped Endgame. So I'm like, wow. You know, it's funny because even though so much time has passed, I've talked to people who are big Avatar fans, and even they were like, dude, they waited way too long for a sequel. I'm not really interested. Well, apparently, have you seen the view count for the new trailer?
Oh, yeah. I let me tell you something. Nostalgia is a powerful thing.
And the likes?
Nostalgia is a powerful thing. Real quick, because I know I want to hear you finish what you have to say.
No, go ahead.
But real quick, I think this movie is going to be one of two things. It's either not going to do nearly as well as the first one, or it's going to exceed the first one. But I think it's hard to predict exactly where it's going to land. I have a feeling nostalgia bait is going to get people, and they're going to go nuts for it again.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the sequel beats the original. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. And it's all for blue jizz. So you bought us the Blu-ray, Rob. That was your gag gift to Lady Fat Blood. So as she posted on Facebook the other day, the one thing she swore to never do ever in her life again is to watch Avatar again. So technically, we only seen it one time. Well, we watched it yesterday.
I appreciate that.
Well, we love you, brother.
I don't know. She doesn't. That doesn't look too convincing on her end. You know what's funny? Real quick, she dropped that video yesterday. So in the video, she's like, "I got this from this nice guy," and then later on in the comment section, she's like, "I fucking hate you." I'm like, "What's going on here?"
That's Lady Fat Blood.
That was because I had started watching the film.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Real quick, Raven.
Go for it.
Where's my dog? I'm gonna need my dog by my side for this tonight.
Oh,
that's her only kryptonite.
Goddamn coward.
Oh,
come here, girl.
Damn it.
The cat's out. Oh, is that what it is? Come here, baby girl. Look at this punum. Look at this punum. There we go. Oh, she's like, nope. She saw Avatar. I'm leaving. She's like, there's nothing I can do to help you. You're on your own.
Oh God. Oh, that's just too funny.
Bad guard dog.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get the comments back online here. And I lost it there. So you can imagine first if it just ended there. The movie came out. It was a modest hit, or it was a decent sized big hit, and it just ended there. we would have we just would have been disappointed with it. We'd have forgot about it. But the whole Avatar jizz continuing to build to where you have legit articles that Avatar is on there on the list. That's right, next to the greatest films ever made. And I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but you got to have a little bit more, than blue jizz, to be on that list. You know what I mean? And again, we like dumb B movies. We like dumb shit. But those B movies that we enjoy know their place.
And some of them have actually good substance.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not common, but some of them do.
Yeah. Here's another good example. Did you enjoy Independence Day, Rob?
Oh, I love Independence Day.
You love Independence Day, right? Now I want you to think of Independence Day. Now, what is that? It's a popcorn flick, right?
Oh yeah,
Roland Emmerich's. That's your boy.
Roland Emmerich is the greatest director of all time.
Do you consider that his best movie?
Yeah, I would say that's his best movie.
Okay, yeah. So imagine you go to see Independence Day, which you did, right? Obviously, you enjoyed it, you loved it, right? Now imagine afterwards, right? Independence Day gets nominated for Best Picture. Wouldn't you, even if you're a fan of the movie, be like, it's a little strange, right? And then
I think it should have got nominated for Best Movie. No, yeah, you're right. I try to be very objective as much as I love all Roland Emmerich films, and I loved Moonfall. I don't care how many people shit on it. I know it's not the greatest. I just love disaster films. I'm very morbid like that.
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't agree that it should have won Movie of the Year.
Why? Because Independence Day is not preachy. It's self-aware. It's an alien invasion film that's fun.
Yep.
It's not extremely longer. It doesn't try to preach to you and shit, and it doesn't give you a lead that's fucking useless and you hate. There's another example, which we're going to talk about with Avatar. So since 13 years have gone by, we rewatched the movie yesterday. Do you have a little bit of a blowout? Are you okay? All right, she's fine because yesterday she was like, it was tough for her to get through the movie.
Was she going to Ultra Instinct level? Is that where we're at right now? Like Lady Fat Blood Ultra Instinct?
It might be. All
right. I just need to know, because if she's gonna like Super Saiyan my ass from there, then I need a warning ahead of time.
Yeah.
So I can duck,
I might say things I'm gonna regret.
Oh, well.
I might say things that may insult some people, but I don't intend.
Okay.
I don't intend to.
Right.
But I don't know how else to say it.
Okay. Here we go.
And I apologize, but you're going to take it however you're going to take it.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything about that.
Right. They already got the thumbs up. If you love the movie, great.
I can't do anything.
But we have to be honest. This is our experience we're talking about right now. The good and the bad.
I can't do anything about it.
All right, go for it.
So yesterday, before we started watching the film, I had said, objectively speaking, there is nothing inherently wrong with the film Avatar. There's nothing inherently wrong with the film.
Okay.
It's a basic film.
All right.
It has one-dimensional characters. It has an excessively long runtime, which might be the worst sin that it commits.
Okay.
And it has pretty special effects, and that's it. But the problem that I always had with it was that everybody got too consumed with it. The movie was too consumed with itself.
That's what I was looking for.
It was too arrogant. It was too pretentious. But then I watched it again yesterday.
Okay.
This movie was made for babies. And that's why it was so successful. Now, there's a giant caveat to what I just said.
Okay.
I was 28 years old when Avatar came out. Y'all, if you've all been watching this channel long enough, you know I'm an old cranky bitch. Okay. I was 28 years old when this movie came out. I think I was way too old for this movie to appeal to me. That's my personal opinion. At this point, my taste in films had been evolving. I don't like simple, one-dimensional films. I had just seen District 9 several months before, and I fell in love with that film.
That's a good ass movie.
I fell in love with the complicated nature of the story. The main character was a gray character. You know, the main character of the film. He wasn't necessarily a bad guy, but he was kind of an asshole, and he had to do some things. You know, he did some things at the beginning of the movie that was kind of questionable, and he ended up getting turned into an alien by the end of that film. And his fate was not secure by the end. He ended up getting turned into an alien. He had to help the other 2 aliens get off the planet in the hopes that maybe one day they'd come back and help him get turned back into a human being. What kind of an ending is that? That's a Lady Phat Blood ending. That's my kind of movie.
Yeah. Which came out the same year as
It did.
Yeah.
That was my kind of film. That was my kind of alien storytelling. Almost a similar plot in terms of humans and aliens interacting together, having that, if you want to get the racial storytelling involved.
Discrimination, yeah.
There you
want to get that type of storytelling involved. That was my kind of storytelling. Again, 28 years old, cynical, world weary, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm cynical, okay? And then I go and see Avatar, and now I'm rewatching it again with these eyes. Now, I'm not saying... I think if I was 5 years old, I would have loved this film. Pretty, dangling the keys in front of my face.
Yeah.
Very, very pretty. But here's the problem. Here's one of the problems. This movie, its baseline was technology. Its selling factor, its universal core, first and foremost, was James Cameron wanted to make an immersive experience. He wanted to bring back the 3D technology. That was his number one goal. He didn't give a shit about the story he was telling. He wanted to bring back that immersive 3D technology. How do you do that? You create the film bare bones up. That's the planet. That's the people. That's the creatures that inhabit the planet. So you only have little humans sprinkled throughout. That's why you don't have anything set on planet Earth. You have the planet that he created, and you have the people and the animals and the tree life and everything. So he created this new 3D technology. He created he spent all this money creating the cameras and this and that. And that was the goal. That was the gimmick, to get people's butts into the seats. Here's my personal problem with that. My eyes don't work with this technology. They don't work. I've tried it with Avatar. I've tried it with Mad Max. I've tried it with Guardians of the Galaxy. My eyes literally do not work with this technology. So that scraps me from the experience straight away. I can perceive the depth. I can perceive, like, there's one shot that I remember actually getting immersed in, and it's at the very beginning when Scully comes out. Yeah, Sully. When he comes out of the cryosleep tube, and you see that long shot when he's in the spaceship.
Yeah.
That's the only shot that I could actually perceive any kind of depth, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. That was the only shot that I could actually perceive any kind of 3D and depth. After that, everything looked like little cardboard cutouts to my eyes. Everything that moved really quickly, all I see is flicker motion. So guess what? The 3D, I couldn't enjoy it. So I'm sitting there for 2 hours and 40 minutes slowly getting a migraine because the 3D was fucking with my eyes. So there was my strike one. The 3D, I wasn't impressed by it. Yes, the CGI was nice to look at, but the 3D meant nothing to me. 3D meant absolutely nothing. So the gimmick, out the window for me, straight out of the gate. So that gimmick, that core gimmick that James Cameron suckered in half the world, that sweet billions of dollars, out the window for me right there. Well, the number two gimmick, to get all the rest of the asses into the seats, even if they didn't want to go see it in 3D, which, at that point, it was almost a given that they would. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult anybody. How do you get half the world to see your film? You tell the most basic, easy to understand story that anybody can watch, even if you don't need it subtitled or redubbed.
Yeah, you get big bad taking over.
You get super good guys versus super evil, almost laughable villains. It doesn't get any more black and white than this movie. There is no subtlety in this film. And then watching it again, oh my God. One of the things that I was really surprised I forgot was how incredibly terrible, and this surprised me for a Cameron film. They use this god-awful, and yes, I will get into it. I did not watch the extended cut, but I'm aware of the scenes. I've seen the extended cut scenes, and yeah, they should have used it because Jake Sully is a terrible character.
He's terrible.
He is one of the worst main characters I have ever seen that we're supposed to actually like get behind and sympathize with. Oh, he can't use his legs. That was supposed to be the crux of it. He can't use his legs. Now he can use his legs. That's his motivation and everything. But they had this really interesting backstory for him that they omitted from the theatrical cut, which actually would have helped his case because at the end of the day, he is a goddamn asshole. Yeah. And we're supposed to be rooting for this guy.
He's an idiot.
He is a moron who doesn't know how to read the room to save his life. And how do they wash that away? They have the blued bitch keep telling him, oh, you're a baby. You're a baby. You know what? That doesn't make me forgive the bad writing. Yeah. Okay. It just doesn't make me forgive it. So you're stuck with this character that you can't give two fucks about. And what do? They frame it in this god-awful narration device throughout the entire film that only gets like utilized inside the film for one scene to make it seem like, oh, it's used for the villain, for poor Ike Clanton to come in and say, see, they're never going to be convinced that we can use their land.
She said Ike Clanton.
We're never going to be confused. They're never going to let us use their land. See, Sam Worthington said so. So now we have to go shock and awe them.
You mean Sam Unworthington?
No, we liked him in Hacksaw Ridge.
Well, in this movie, he's Sam Unworthington.
Fucking a plank of wood. He's a fucking plank of wood. But his character, you can't blame him. But God, did he need that opening scene?
Oh yeah.
When you actually see planet Earth or whatever the planet they come from, what it's turned into, you needed that scene.
But that was really the only. All the other scenes were okay.
The other scenes were stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The extra scenes we're talking about, the director.
I can't believe how juvenile that framing device was.
Yeah.
Used throughout the entire film.
Well, don't forget about this scene, talking about going back to great writing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She sees Jake for the first time, doesn't know who he is, rescues him right away because, ex machina. And then he asks her, so why did you bother rescuing me in the first place? And she says,
you have a good heart. And there's something that I don't even give.
It was the luminescent tiger lilies that told her.
Yeah.
Remember, she was about to nail him with the arrow, then she saw the luminescent.
I'm aware.
Yeah, but when he asked her,
I'm aware.
She goes, you have a good heart.
Yes, we're all aware of that.
It's just annoying because
again though, it is like a third grader wrote this magical story. A third grade little boy wrote this magical story where he wanted to go rescue some people, and he was the self-insert. This is self-insert fanfic for boys, is what this is. This is like the opposite of what girls do in their Twilight series or whatever the hell little girls do with their YA novels when they self-insert themselves and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help. All right. So let's get back to it. So rewatching it again. Now remember, I had no issues with the 3D. Remember at first, 30 minutes in, I was like, wow, this is something different. 20 minutes after that, I got over it. It got old. And then I was like, when is this movie going to end? So rewatching it 13 years later, I'm like, all right, I'm going to give it another shot. Let's go. I was fucking bored, guys. I was so fucking bored. I was so bored. Like, I was wanting the movie to end faster than the first time I wanted to see it. I was so bored. And it was just first, you introduced this plot here. And you got Ribisi here, who's a good actor, and I'm just like, and they just, hey, Ribisi, we need you to act like a 1930s, 40s gangster. All right, this is what we need to do. While I'm drinking my coffee and while I'm eating chips, we're gonna go out there and we need to find the unobtainium. Don't bother me right now because I am playing golf, and let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, see, see, like what the fuck happened to this actor? What the fuck? Unobtainium. And the problem with Jake, let's go back to Jake. The problem with Jake, I was just like, will you fucking die now? It's because he went in for a mission, and let's be honest, He failed in his mission because he you know, hold on, let me find the, you know, he was getting a little bit of that you know, oh, you're getting a little close there. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, don't get too close now. You're making me feel.
Oh yeah.
You're making me feel Richard. You know, Jake, our lead, the guy we're supposed to like, gets so many humans killed and so many Na'vi killed because he failed at his mission. If he would have just told them what the hell was going on, then he would have saved so many lives. And we're supposed to root for this guy. And at the end, where he's like giving his Braveheart speech, I was like, shut the fuck up, Jake. Shut up, Jake. We're gonna do it. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. All right. This dude got everybody killed. He failed his mission. Meanwhile, you go to the other movie we're talking about. This guy was a complete asshole and dick too. But this was so much better of a story of redemption. And he ended up getting turned into an alien. He's not human anymore. And it's a sad thing for him, but he still did the right thing. When by the end of this movie, oh, how convenient. How convenient that she hears Jake yelling in the trailer when she, you know, what's her name? Natiri, whatever the fuck her name is. She hears him in the trailer. Oh, the human Jake. Oh, how convenient. And she saves his life. I'm sorry, does anybody find it weird that the Na'vi just so easily accepts the fact that Jake, who is a human, came in, and even Sigourney Weaver's character, came in under the disguise of as the Na'vi to infiltrate their land? I kind of find it weird that everybody, you know, I'm sorry, I'm on the side of this dude. I'm on the side of this guy. As soon as Jake shows up and they put the spears on him, I'm on their side. Because technically, he's kind of lying. He's lying to them. He's not there. He's in disguise. And everybody was fine with this by the end of the movie, and they made him fucking king. And right when the movie's over, I remember later we talked about it the first time 13 years ago. Guess what she said? Well, I know what the sequel's going to be about. Avatar babies. Yeah. And look what the fucking sequel's about. The sequel is fucking Avatar children. So there you go. I'm sure Disney Plus is excited and very happy about this. But yeah, it's like, dude, I couldn't root for Jake as much as I wanted to root for him. I just couldn't do it. Are you okay?
I'm so tired.
She's tired.
I'm so tired.
Watching the movie again blew her out yesterday. Yeah, I know. I understand. I get it, but we're gonna keep going.
I understand. It's pretty, and I understand it's a basic, easy to follow story. But for me, it simply offers nothing, and I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah,
it just offers nothing, and
it offers unobtainium.
And now, because it's such a huge property, and we've been waiting so long for this goddamn sequel, I literally have to sit around whenever I consume any kind of media online, and I have to sit and look at these disgusting blue faces until December. And I'm sorry, but anytime those Na'vi disgusting blue aliens smile, I want to throw up.
I'm glad you told me that.
As if you haven't been sending me gifts already, Rob.
Oh, I'm gonna ramp it up, especially as we get closer to the movie.
It has nothing to offer for someone like me.
Yeah.
It just and it's like, and people, I don't know. And the more people get excited, I just, it's something that I cannot connect to. I cannot connect to it. I understand being excited for a film.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
But something like this, where I have absolutely zero love for it. I have nothing but contempt for this film. And having watched it again, I used to think that it was just, I just didn't like it because it was overrated. And it was one-dimensional and it was simple. And then everybody just blew it out of proportion. But now I kind of hate it a little more now, legitimately. Like seeing how terrible of a character he is, and just seeing how basic of a story it really, really is. And just I cannot believe this is the same man who gave us such a complex character as Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor. and made things so just made these amazing films back in the 80s and 90s. I cannot believe this is the same goddamn writer and director.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. He made such a baby story in this film. I cannot believe this is the same man. I feel like we've shifted into the multiverse. We've finally done it.
We have multiverse James Cameron.
It's like when he created those 3D cameras, which spawned off a whole slew of terrible decision making on Hollywood's part. Oh, we got to post convert everything now, whether it fit or not. Do you guys remember that? Mm-hmm. After Avatar came out,
for like a good 5 years, there were a lot of 3D movies.
Not only were movies being made in 3D, but they weren't being made in 3D, but they were spending money to post convert. Poor Dredd. Do you remember what happened to Dredd?
Yeah.
Dredd got fucking buried because they insisted on releasing it only in 3D.
Yep.
And you'd be hard pressed to find a theater that was actually willing to play it in 3D. And that poor movie got buried alive. That movie didn't even make its budget back. And that movie was fantastic.
Yeah.
Better
but it wasn't Avatar.
I beat you, Rob.
I beat you, Rob. But it's just, it's just one of those things where, oh, here's one. I told her yesterday when you guys know Samurai Guy. I love mindless action movies sometimes, right? As long as there's nothing in there that annoys me. I love mindless action. I turned to her and I'm like, I'm watching a movie where you have giant mechs shooting guns and fighting with blades, and I'm fucking bored. It's not good. It's not good, man. When I'm pretty much easy to please, Oh, hold on. We got a super chat. What's up, DJ? Noob's in the house. Thanks, brother. Watching Dr. Manhattan's Blue Dong waxing around in 3D was more entertaining.
So you prefer Blue Dong over a long braid with tentacles and hentai at the end, or is that what you're saying? Blue Dong.
Speaking of Dread 3D, you were fine with that.
I was as fine as I could be with a 3D film.
Right. I mean, in comparison,
and it was a hell of a lot shorter too. But that's the thing. Yeah. 3D just doesn't work well. But I can sit there for an hour and 45 minutes versus 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah. So again,
Rob,
this movie gives us a horrible lead.
Rob.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Why aren't you talking about your experience?
I'm letting you guys finish.
No,
I'm waiting for PhatSamuraiGuy to give me the green light. Okay, Rob, now you tell us what you think.
Are you done?
But when you're ready, when you guys are ready.
If I feel up to spewing any more bile,
yeah, you talk whenever you want.
By all means.
But
yeah. So I get it. For the time it was pretty. I totally get it. I get it. All right. First it's like that, and then it's running and screaming. That was our experience, running and screaming later. Some of the alien creations, fine. This one was kind of decent. It just, and again, forced romance. You know how we are. You know how we are with forced romance. Okay. Like we're checking out, you're forcing it on us. Okay. When we don't care about the characters, don't force romance on it, making it worse. All I was thinking about was, can you feel the love tonight? And I just wanted to watch Lion King instead of this. Okay. It just, but yeah, our boy failed in his mission once he saw that. Oh, baby. Ooh, woo. James Cameron knew exactly how to design these people to make them, well, not to her, but to the casual audience, right? The Na'vi look beautiful, right? Now you take the exact same movie, you take the exact same movie, special effects, everything, story, everything, and make Neytiri look like this.
Oh, that's hot. That is hot, man. Oh, get me some of that.
Do you think the audience would be coming in by the droves? They knew exactly what they were doing, man. You think the audience would come in the droves if the Na'vi looked like this? No. And it's just like, hey, fucking let's. I'm failed my mission. I might get everybody killed, but it's all good because I got laid. Oh,
there you go. That's how you get it done. Oh yeah. Oh, let's hook up. Oh. Hook up.
Them extension cords of flesh, baby. Right? Watching it again, I wanted to give it another chance, man, but I was just bored. I was bored. I felt Sigourney Weaver was wasted. She's such a great actress. I thought she was wasted in this. All her charm was wasted. And Stephen Lang, we're big fans of. But man, they really just, hey, we need you to play a cartoon villain. Which at some points of the film, I actually was laughing and getting some kind of entertainment just because he was basically mustache twirling villain. And I kind of chuckled a few times, Oh, yeah, we need to go in there, get that obtainium.
Son, I wish I had 10 more just like you.
There you go. All you soldiers, get ready to kick some knobby ass and grab all your turkey basters. Yeah, that was basically Stephen Lane in the film. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, Samurai Guy should be loving this. Giant mechs with guns, knives. I should be loving it. And there's enough action at the end to please anyone. Yeah, you want to show off your big screen, you want to show off your sound, the action delivers. But to me, this movie felt like a 2.5 hour tech demo. That's all this movie felt like, and that's all I see it as. And one more thing before we pass it over to Rob. Did anyone find it weird when Michelle Rodriguez just broke rank and just left in front of everyone, and she never was court-martialed? The guys that were with her never reported her. Everything was just completely fine. I'm like, I'm sorry, but when you have Cable here, we have motherfucking Cable giving orders to attack the enemy, and she leaves and nothing happens to her later. I kind of found that a little strange. I don't know if that bothered anyone, but now, Rob, go for it.
All right.
Jump in whenever.
So yeah, I like everybody else saw the movie when it first came out. I was indifferent. Like, I didn't hate it. I did think it was overrated, at the time of seeing it, but I really didn't have anything horrible to say about it. I think I was trying to figure the movie out at the time. Like, I was like, okay, what? Like, I didn't hate it like you guys did. That's for sure. I did appreciate the special effects. I am a sucker for good eye candy. Now I saw it again on Tuesday. That was the first time I've seen it since maybe it came out on DVD afterwards, because I did pick it up. So that was the first time I've seen it in a long time. And I will say the special effects do not hold up.
Yes.
They do not hold up. I was actually quite surprised. Specifically when they're in the jungle and they show all the jungle creatures, they got that very shiny, like leathery fake look to it. You know what I mean? They look like, it doesn't look refined. Yeah. It looks like it needs like another 3 or 4 waves of rendering before it's complete. However, I found myself having a hard time not enjoying the movie the second time around, simply because we were leading to this. And I got to say, for this reason alone tonight, it is one of the best movies ever created of all time. If only for that. So, but having to be objective, yeah, there's a lot of things in this movie that don't make sense. The thing you want to know what actually bothered me the most, really, I know it's going to seem odd. You touched on it a little bit. I'm going to go into it more. It actually was the fact that they had a romantic relationship. That doesn't make sense to me, because I'm going to say something that's, I think, is very honest. Most people probably wouldn't say. But if you're a human being who has been interacting with other humans of the opposite sex for a long time, how do you instantaneously find something like that attractive? I understand that a connection, a persona can go a long way. It really does. But there does have to be a physical attraction at some point. I don't know, and maybe it's because he's in a wheelchair. Maybe he's fallen down the pecking order when it comes to women. But I cannot, if you put me in a fake blue body, and I don't have a penis, okay, and I'm frolicking with 8-foot women that wear a negative A cup, have no ass to speak of, and then even when I have an opportunity to get my swerve on, I can't use my wee-wee, which I've been using for my whole life up to this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hard sell for me. Like, and this is one thing I do hate about movies overall. We don't have to have every movie with a romance or a relationship.
Yes.
It is okay if they're friends.
Oh, thank
it is
you
okay
so much.
if it is okay if they build a relate. In fact, I think it would have done the movie at least a little bit more service if they developed more like a brother-sister relationship.
There you go.
Honestly, I do. I think that would have come off a lot better because then you don't have the weight of him trying to get his love back. And you know what I mean? Like, there's no need for that. I do agree Cameron doesn't care about what the story was. The next movie is not going to be much different. And even I had to, when I saw the trailer, I was like, well, like expected, it looks gorgeous. I'm a sucker for special effects. So the gunships, the military stuff, the mechs, I love all that. I don't like the creatures in the movie as much this time around because, like I said, the special effects for them don't age well. I'd be lying if I say I didn't like the environment. I do. I like the environment. I like the bioluminescence life of the forest. I do like that. I think the reason people were so taken back by this movie at the time was not only because the special effects were top notch, but in terms of presentation, not story, in terms of presentation, there's never been anything like it. And at that time, there was nothing coming close to it in terms of presentation. And I think that's where, and sometimes if you show people enough of a world, an environment, you get lost in that and you kind of don't really pay attention to the story. And I really think that's what happened with this movie with people. Because the story is very bare bone basic. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. You know, that's why at the time I was kind of indifferent because on one hand, like I said, I'm a sucker for eye candy. So visually I loved it. But the story wasn't really the romance was a turnoff for me because I know deep down inside ain't no dude in the world going from poontang to accord. You know, let's just be real. I mean, so that was a complete, you know, there's some movies where love overcomes and you can buy into it and certain instances happen. That's all good and well. You're going to try to sell to me that some dude is going to go from seeing women and dating women and being with women at some point, whether he was in a wheelchair or not, to just in a matter of months falling in love with a 9 foot tall blue.
People buy into it, Rob.
Yeah.
I've seen videos where the women in the videos and some of the dudes were like, "Oh,
I know you're right." People were going nuts.
Is on fleek. Yeah.
The other thing too was certain characters just didn't do it for me. Michelle Rodriguez actually to me was like, I feel like every movie I see her in is Fast and the Furious. That's except for one movie she did. I can't remember the name of the movie. She was like a boxer.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that movie she's good in. Outside of that,
something girl.
Fight
Girl or something. I don't know.
Something like that. Sigourney Weaver, I thought was fine. I just don't think she was because she wasn't the lead character. It's I agree with you. It was kind of taken away from her. Yeah. You know, Sam Worthington's character is very volatile in this movie, so I understand that and the tribe is made to look very stupid because when you consider what's going on, how they view the Sky People, you're going to tell me that immediately they're just going to accept him into the tribe. They just met this dude. They didn't even accept Sigourney Weaver's character, who's not even hostile.
She has a schoolmate for them.
She has a schoolmate for them. She's done more for them. So yeah, I found that weird. Now their explanation is that it's all like prophecy.
No, they went full boner into the chosen one.
Storytelling mode,
which
the chosen
again,
path.
They went chosen one storytelling.
Like he's the chosen one.
Yeah.
In multiple areas of the story, right down to not only did he get the leadership of the tribe, but he did the whole. He rode that sacred bird
or whatever it's called.
Taraki
something. Yeah.
That only the great grandfather had done before or whatever. Which I'm like, this is fucking again 3rd grade little boy wrote an insert fanfic for himself.
Yeah, and this is a problem with Disney too. You know what I mean? Like that's just what they do. Unfortunately, it's gotten worse over the years. But
well, this was a Fox movie. This wasn't Disney.
Was it?
This was a Fox movie.
Why is it on Disney Plus then?
Because they own
that's
Fox
right. They bought
now.
them. They bought them.
This next one is going to be worse because this will be the first one under.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's still Cameron's umbrella though. So, but he still has full creative control. So
I was going to say they're not going to fuck with him.
It doesn't matter.
I think that's one directive.
He still wrote this trash.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. We're still like you said, it's still going to be the same goddamn film.
Yeah, it's not going to change. I mean, again, all jokes aside, because I know I've been messing with Lady Fabula for a long time, but no, that because I mess with her doesn't mean I think the movie is the best thing since sliced bread. I think it's mediocre. I think people got caught up in the world, which whether you like the movie or not, you have to admit the world was well built, and it is a beautiful world. And that's something that James Cameron's good at. I don't think he's good at writing, but then what directors are? George Lucas is, well, he's kind of a little bit of a mixed bag, but
he's better at writing when he has somebody there to say, stop it.
Yeah. Well, then James Cameron needs that.
He
That's
does.
never gonna happen.
And I never disagreed that there were pretty things to look at. Like I said, I hate the Na'vi. I hate when they smile, my soul, what's left of it dies. The animals, like all the animals, I was never impressed by the animals, but like you said, the environments were nice. But I can only look at a pretty picture for so long.
And that's what happened with me when I watched the movie in theater.
I can't stare at it for 2 hours.
50 minutes in, I got over it.
Yeah. And that was always my problem, was that not only was the 3D fucking with me the whole time, but the first time I watched it, but watching it again, I was literally feeling the same contempt and just sitting there for 30 minutes. And I'm like, I'm already bored. By the end of the end fight finale, I was literally falling asleep. He had to nudge me awake. I had to go sit in the chair over here and start lifting dumbbells to keep myself awake because I was like, I'm so goddamn bored.
She's such a badass.
Yeah, I think the reason, but yeah, this is one of those movies that, for better or for worse, it had a cultural impact, and that's why it was so successful. For whatever reason, I don't know. I have a hard time understanding why people get so, because there's something similar happened to like Black Panther, where suddenly everybody was like Wakanda forever. And it's like, motherfucker, it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? There's just certain movies that people get so engrossed in that they rather be there than in the real world. And it's like, okay, that's all great and well, but that's not real. You know, like, I have a feeling this one, man, when I really think about it, I have a real feeling this one's going to have a bigger impact.
I know why. We can't really say why.
It's going to happen.
Well, I will tell you what I think it has to do with where technology is going. You know, I mentioned the metaverse before, but remember, someone like Elon Musk actually wants to bring computer and person together. Mm-hmm. And there is a lot of that in Avatar. I mean, the computers are what transfer your consciousness into the avatar. And then you think about how they made the avatar, the DNA and all that. I mean, this is shit that they're already talking about. Mm-hmm. So if you think this had a cultural impact in 2009, wait till this shit comes out later this year. I mean, this, especially with the way people are now.
The TikTok generation.
Oh my Lord. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the most successful movie ever made. And again, it's gonna be nominated for Best Picture. It's gonna
win this time.
This time it might actually fucking
It's gonna win. It's gonna win.
Oh,
I guarantee you. This is gonna be the movie that takes that group that are just out of their fucking mind and is gonna put them over the top. Like they're gonna want this world. They're gonna want to be in that. They're gonna want to go into other people's bodies. You talk about how the whole acceptance movement. Now they're going to want to push, okay, you don't like your body, you can transfer your consciousness into this body and be an avatar. I mean, that's what people are going to want. I'm not saying that's where we're going, but that's what people are going to want more than now than any other time before.
Yeah.
It's going to be, So overall, my feelings on the movie is I don't hate it as much as you guys. Honestly, I don't. But
which is fine.
I'm not a super fan at all. To me, I know when I go see this movie later this year, it's going to be because A, it's something to discuss because it's going to be a big topic to discuss. B, I am a sucker for special effects, and James Cameron does it well. So I want to see where he improves here, because I was surprised when watching it this past Tuesday when I saw the animals in the forest. I'm like, man, these do not look good. I don't remember them looking so bad. They looked. The designs of some of them were cool. Not the actual CGI was bad, but the design. There's only really one monster, like creature design I liked, and that was the big ram thing that they find. That's like the first animal they find in the beginning, and the ones that stampede at the end. That one I thought was cool, but all the other ones were like, I have a feeling this time it's going to be. I did like some of the flying iguanas, but even they looked bad. The CGI there didn't last well. The other thing I want to touch upon is I did like the gunships. I liked all the aircraft. I thought it was cool. I liked the actor, the one that you showed before that was untrusting. That's the same guy from The Boys. I don't know if you know the black guy in The Boys. Have you seen The Boys?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about who you talking about.
The black guy in The Boys. I forget his character's name. He's part of the group. He's the black guy in the group. Well, he plays the Avatar, the Na'vi that didn't trust Jake. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was pretty cool. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and like I said, that's really about it. Jake's character, it's a very odd direction they went with him, because he's kind of playing both sides of actually he's playing three sides. He's trying to be in cahoots with the mercenary leader, right?
Right.
He is also trying to get down and get the Na'vi to trust him, and then he's also fucking over his fellow scientist. So yeah, that kind of makes it hard to get behind that character. I think what the movie would have benefited from was someone else coming in at some point in the movie and being the unsung and unknowing hero. Kind of like what you got in that movie with the shark movie, where everybody thinks Samuel L. Jackson's the hero and it turns out to be Thomas Jane at the end.
Yeah.
I think this movie needed that. It needed an unsung hero to come in and cut off Jake. And it could have been the doofy white guy who ends up, because again, you don't need the romance in this movie. Right. What you need is what Jake was, and then you need somebody to step in and really be the hero. And everybody kind of thought it was Jake, but it ends up being this guy out of nowhere. I think that would have been more effective for the story. Yeah. But yeah, it was it's very vanilla,
Yeah. I got super chat here. Thanks, Simon, for the super chat. Was anyone put off when Sam's character shouted, "Who's bad?" when tussling with the native animals? Did James Cameron have any Michael Jackson music playing while PhatSamuraiGuy was working at Lightstorm? Wow, I guess somebody's doing a background check on me. I briefly worked at Lightstorm very briefly.
Told the story about that.
Did I?
You probably did.
I may have told the story a long time ago. But yeah, it was very brief.
It wasn't even, and that whole him playing three sides and him having that whole personality, that wasn't even like my most egregious issue with him. He was just a terrible character. Aside from all the shit that they cut out in the extended cut, which would have helped flesh him out as a character, and them having to just throw him into the film, making him a terrible character to follow in the first place. So basically, he's just expository dialogue man in the first 10 minutes.
A lot of narration.
Which is a terrible way to introduce your character, which from a storytelling device, awful. But I guess when you want to just get the audience on board with who your main character is on a base level, I guess it's the fastest, easiest way to do, because subtlety is for wimps. You don't want to just introduce your character in visual storytelling terms, because that's too difficult and it's too hard, and you're trusting your audience to actually being able to follow a goddamn story, which is what that cut scene could have done.
Right.
But he's a terrible character. He does the dumbest shit, again under the guise of blue bitch coming in and saying, "You are a baby. You're a baby." No, you are poorly written. He'll come in. He does this stupid shit. He doesn't know how to read the fucking room. He comes in with the fucking tribe, and he's like, "Oh, oh, I'm here. Oh, I'll just sit down. He does the dumbest fucking shit. It's like no real human being would act like this unless they were stupid.
Yeah.
They write him like an idiot. And it's like, we're supposed to like this guy. We're supposed to like this guy.
He becomes William Wallace by the end of the movie.
He says the dumbest shit when he's fighting, when he takes control of the bird dragon things, like, you're mine. It's like,
what? That was important.
It was like it was supposed to be this impressive moment. It's like, ew, that's disgusting. I
just didn't care, man.
He just does he says all this stupid shit. He does all this stupid shit, and it's like, I fucking hate you.
Super chat from Brad. Cameron is trolling us. The third movie introduces xenomorphs to Pandora. Well, that's a good idea. That's definitely a good idea.
And that's why they end up being 10 feet tall by the first Alien film.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, it's been over an hour. Rob,
has it really?
Rob, anything else before we give our verdict?
Yeah, you know what else I thought was weird? Did they say in the beginning of the movie that their bones were carbon something? I thought that was weird. Yeah. Why? Like, why do we even have to go there? So, you don't have to give any super duper explanation as to why they're so durable. Yeah. Like, I thought it was weird that they specifically wanted their bones to be like carbon fiber of some sort. Like,
maybe they cut something out, but they have scenes where you see them falling from great distances.
Right.
Yeah, right. That's true.
I don't know. That's like, did you really have to explain that away with a stupid?
Yeah, it was kind of like a short exposition, I guess, to explain why they can drop from such heights.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to our verdict here. So before we get to the verdict, I did a poll yesterday, and I knew immediately what the poll was going to be. I knew instantly. But let's get to it. First, Rob, 82% of Rotten Tomatoes. Is Avatar really that good to deserve that high rating? And
no,
okay.
I think yes. I think 82 is too high. I would say like a 6.5 at best. It's a little above average. I mean, you have to give the movie its credit for, in terms of the presentation. I mean, it does go a long way. You know what I mean? Because if we're not going to give it credit for that, then we can't give credit to, and I do, to movies like Transformers, which, you know, the stories there are far worse.
Right.
And I love those movies just as much because the presentation's good. Also, I'm a big Michael Bay advocate too.
Yeah, but what did the first Transformers get? Well, it was a popcorn movie with groundbreaking special effects for its time, but it knew its place. Right. It was just here to have fun.
Yeah. But I look at those movies highly as well. So, Transformers, that is. This movie, like I said, I was just kind of indifferent. Like, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was just 2.5 hours of visual effect. Like you said, like a presentation almost.
It's a tech demo. Yeah. 2.5 hour tech demo.
It's just a tech demo I happen to enjoy a little bit. Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. People are giving it 5s out of 10. I mean, 5 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 3 out of 5 for some people. All right, so here I'm going to show the results of the poll. I'm not surprised that these are the results for it. I knew this was going to happen. So all of you, again, that out there, and Avatar was like your Star Wars experience for you. You're very young and you're very nostalgic for that movie, or it has inspired you to love films, or you just love the film for any reason. Okay, at the end of the day, you guys win. Okay, you're the winner. All right, you guys win. Yeah. All right, so like my homie, martial arts Wing Chun master Alex Richter always says, take it easy. All right, take it easy. Okay, don't let what we say upset you because you won. Okay, you guys are going to continue to win. Here's the results of the poll. There you go. Is it as high?
Wow.
There you go. No, Avatar's average. I'm surprised no Avatar's average got that many, to be honest. Yeah, but look at that. I'm not surprised it won. And because the fan base will live on. It will live on forever.
Yeah, but I would fall under the 40%.
Yeah.
I would fall under that category.
Yeah.
It was average.
Hold on one second. Let's see. Thanks, Simon, again for Super Chat. Anyone notice when Stephen Lang is giving his patent speech before they invade the forest, the camera was cutting to the people of color visual responses? Did not notice that. I was kind of bored and wanting it to end there. All right. All right. So you guys know what we're going to pick or what our verdict is, but let me set it up just a little bit extra, put into perspective. Okay. Hold on. Let me remove this banner here just to put into perspective here, a little extra, because you guys know what we're going to do or say or pick or what our verdict is, but just check this out for a second. Put into perspective. Equilibrium, 41%. Ravenous, 49%. The original live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990, still to this day has not been beaten, is still considered the best, 41%. The first Boondock Saints, 28%. Blade, 57% for Blade. Commando, 67% for Commando. This blew my mind. Rambo Part 2, 33%. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
These are people who like the movies?
These are the Rotten Tomato ratings.
Oh my God.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, 59%. True Lies, 69%. And I'm sorry,
I love that movie.
I do too. And this stunt right here, with one of the most badass stunt women in the movie history, is more impressive to me. This is what impresses Samurai Guy. This is more impressive to me than some CGI Blue Smurf bullshit. Let's keep it going. Dark Man, 59%. Oh, you go, Samurai, you're not really throwing in some sci-fi. Oh, fuck it, I'll throw in some sci-fi just for you guys. Pitch Black, 59%. A movie that had a budget that cost just as much as James Cameron's lunch for the day. CGI is atrocious, but guess what? You kind of care what's happening to the main characters, and you like the lead actor or the lead character. The lead character makes, say, whatever the fuck, Jake Sully look like some fucking bullshit. Next.
I got family.
Starship Troopers, 66%.
I love Starship Troopers.
And Rob, I'm because the nation is here tonight. I'm doing a cheap pop. I'm doing a cheap pop because the nation's here tonight. I'm getting a cheap pop. Come on, nation. Get angry with me. Get angry with me. Godzilla King of the Monsters, 42%. And despite our issues that we had here and there about the movie, let me tell you something. We will watch our 4K of Godzilla King of the Monsters any day of the week than fucking Avatar. And let me put a little salt on the wound there. Let me put a little stank on it. Avatar, which is the most successful movie in the world, which people consider the greatest film of all time, is rated more highly than Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, Big Trouble in Little China, and higher than Tombstone. I want you guys to picture that. Just think about that for a second. Avatar is considered financially more of a success, obviously, and a better movie overall than these three films. And what's really sad, once again, is that we're such big James Cameron fans. Again, he's just a master. And people ask me today, are you a fan of James Cameron movies? I was like, yeah, up to a point. Up to a point. Because, this movie right here, District 9, brought out more emotion out of us, and we went home thinking about it than the movie that cost so much way more. Characters are important, even in your CGI action. Schlockfest. Okay, characters are important sometimes, and this is what's our anger and hatred for Avatar is now kind of slowly forming in depression or being depressed. Because think about this, one of the greatest directors of all time. Think about all the years wasted, all the years of new, original, amazing movies that we could have got since 2009 up to this point and moving forward. We will never see, because now James Cameron, pretty much till the day he unfortunately passes away, is pretty much hijacked with the fucking
God.
movie.
My God.
This is and that's sad. That's sad. If Avatar,
he's got that cringy smile too, like, what the fuck did I do?
To us that are film lovers, this is kind of depressing that this is what his legacy will pretty much merge into before his unfortunate passing.
That is fucking cringy.
And it's sad. It's sad if you think about it. But the good news is Avatar will never take away our love for Terminator 1 and 2 and Aliens and all his other work. The good stuff. It will never replace that stuff.
Hell, even Titanic is really good.
Second half, yeah. compared to this, yes. And it's a sad thing to see that this is all we're gonna get from this man, But
he got some fucked up teeth. You think with all that money, a motherfucker go visit a dentist? Holy shit!
Oh man. So to us, our experience didn't go as planned for us. Over the years, it got worse. The hatred grew. We rewatched it again, and it just didn't get any better. So, of course, obviously to us. And keep in mind, we love this dude. It's just sad now. It's sad. And in the words of Rick Myers, he brought up something very interesting. He said that at some point, it doesn't happen to all directors and actors, but at some point, they reach that level of where they could do no wrong. They reach that level of popularity or financial stability. And then, without them knowing it, self-sabotage begins.
Yeah.
And
he is fucking arrogant.
But they usually
he's arrogant as fuck.
They usually lose money though when they self-sabotage.
Not all the time. It's either they lose money with self-sabotage or the quality of work dips without them knowing it. All right. And scene, obviously, to us, it's not that good. Obviously, you guys knew that was going to be our verdict for this film. But we are going to end it there. What a blast! Hanging out with Rob.
No, it wasn't.
She said, "No, it wasn't."
I will say though, her hating the movie as much as she does make it an easier watch for me. It does. I can feel your anger. Take your saber, strike me down with it.
With all your hatred. It's fun. See, we can disagree and still be friends. I wish the whole world was like that. It'd be a better place.
I don't know. She don't look like she want to be my friend right now. But it's all good. Wait, hey, listen.
You brought in the dog at one point.
I will say, lady, I will say this. Okay. We do have something big to look forward to, though. The Avatar 2 review. Okay. All right. Come on.
Sweetheart, it's never going to happen.
I don't believe you.
You will watch it.
I don't know about that, to be honest. We'll see.
I categorically refuse.
Rob, how about this?
Okay.
Abso-fucking-lutely under no goddamn circumstances will I waste another fucking minute of my life with those goddamn ugly blue people, Rob. And
I will figure out a way to get you to watch the movie between now and the end of the year.
Will not.
I will try.
I will try.
In fact, I'm going to start right this moment. For you being a good sport tonight and doing this, I'm going to get you an Avatar poster. No, actually, better yet, I know how much you love doing, and I love watching you do it too when you do it on Facebook, the little figures that you paint and all that. So I'm going to find an Avatar one and get it for you too.
I hope you enjoy watching things burn.
No, for me. Do it for me, please.
No.
For me, as a personal favor.
Absolutely not.
If you do it for me, I swear to God, I'll never bother you again about Avatar.
You're such a fucking liar, Rob.
No. Scout's honor. Scout's honor.
You mean Scout's honor?
What?
I see you right there.
Right. Yes, that's it. That's
Rob, she's never gonna do it, but Rob,
no.
I'll do this. Will I review it? Probably not, but if you want me to join your review, I'll go see the movie. But I'll review it on your channel with you.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
How's that? We'll do that.
All right.
That's if
What
you
if
want.
I
That's if
does
you
she? You know what? I'll send you flowers every day from here to the end of the year if you go watch the movie.
want.
You like flowers? You like flowers?
You like flowers?
No.
No.
I can send you. It's really not like it'll mean that much to me if you go see the movie, so we can review it again.
Oh, hold on a second.
No.
Hold on a second. What's up, Venom? Good to see you, man. TMNT 1990 was decent. I want Venom to name me what live action Ninja Turtle movie is better. Go. Well, we're still
true. I
here
love that first
because
one.
it doesn't exist. It
Jose
doesn't exist.
Canseco Bat. Tell
Tell
me
me.
you didn't pay for this.
Yeah, no,
Love that.
because it's not the Michael Bay ones. It's not those.
Oh my God, the dickheads.
Maybe Venom's young. It could be possible Venom's a young cat. So.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got one more super chat. Thanks again, Lone Wolf Ronan. Much love to you, Samurai, Lady Fat Blood, and Rob. Missed you guys. All right. Thank you so much for watching. It's always fun talking about movies with you guys. You guys are amazing. Hold on a second. Don't forget to subscribe. I just want to know, did Lady Fat Blood set the Avatar DVD on fire or break it into tiny pieces till it turned to dust?
No, if she did that, it would personally break my heart. I got that for her as a gift.
We because of Rob, we're gonna put it in the wall or whatever like that. So
You will touch it.
there you
Put it in the
go.
wall.
I hope Lady Fat Blood hasn't gotten any negative responses from.
If they did, they would be very unintelligent because of the context I put it in.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's like, are you that dumb?
Do I need to say pastel blue lives do not matter for people to understand what the fuck I'm talking about? Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, people are stupid. All right, guys.
Now I'm mad.
Now she's mad. Don't let them get you mad. Then they win.
Don't get mad.
Don't get mad. Then they win.
Context apparently doesn't matter.
No, contest does not matter. Apparently, to anything you talk about, because people don't listen. They don't listen, and they don't watch the video in its entirety. You know, we did a trailer reaction video like a long time ago, and we did the trailer reaction first, and then after that, we did the trailer breakdown separately. And I got several comments from people basically saying, you know, you shouldn't talk. You shouldn't play the trailer and talk during it with the volume muted. So you know what that means, right? That means they didn't watch the whole video. That means they just went to the trailer breakdown.
Yeah.
People, listen, read the description of the video.
You should always watch a video in its entirety before commenting. Always. That happens so much.
Yeah.
It's makes people look a lot more stupid than they think they look.
All right. But yeah, we're not going to get mad. Nobody makes us mad. We can get annoyed though. But yeah, we're not going to give you the gravitas and pleasure of getting us upset. We love you guys that are legit and enjoy watching us, even if you agree to disagree. Thanks again. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Enjoy your Avatar sequel. I'm sure you guys will love it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Say goodbye to our people, the badasses. Yeah, who came out to see you. Say hi. All right, guys. Take care. Rob, don't go anywhere. Take care, guys.
All right.
Subscribe. Entertainment Talk Nation, son. See you on the next one.